Get the 3-4 running tonight. Either it's gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. Go ahead and grab a battery. 24F for 3.34 motors. 530 conventional 3-4 motor. It actually needs 6 cores, so we're going and grab. We'll just grab 2 gallons. OEM oil filter. We actually got plenty of these at home, so we're gonna skip on that. They're $8. It's worth it. The aftermarket ones are about the price. It's about a few bucks less, but it's worth getting the Toyota ones. If you guys like getting dirty and greasy, I highly recommend you guys get this. This is a lava soap. When you take a shower, use this. Helps get all that oil and grease off your skin. We need to get some coolant for the 3-4 motor. It's gonna use about 2, maybe 3 gallons. We're just gonna get 2 gallons because we have one at home already. It better not leak. And brake cleaner parts, it's always good to have this. Spray the engine down. So that's all we need from Wally World. Let's go and get this 3-4 motor back together. I'll go ahead and grab one of these two. It's been really dirty here lately in Alaska. Okay, everyone, the moment of truth. Is the 3.4 going to start? And if it does start, will it leak coolant? So hopefully we can get it started, and hopefully it doesn't. Guys, we found our leak. There's a big leak right there. I didn't start the engine up yet, and I filled up the coolant. It's leaking from that section. So here's our problem for the leak right here. This is basically like the block heater, and it's plugged in there. It's plugged in there, but it's somewhat kind of loose. So whenever you put coolant in there, it just comes straight out. So since we're in Alaska, it's still very cold. We're gonna still send it. I want to see if it's still gonna start. So let's do this. Let's go crank the key, baby. For a quick 30 seconds only. Okay, here we go. First start. I don't know what to say, man. Clutch in. We're in neutral. Nothing, man. Not a single click. Nothing, guys. Fresh battery. Guys, so here's the conclusion that I've come up to. I've been tapping on the starter, and every time I tap on it, it cranks just like one click. It cranks with one crank only. So I'm positive that even with me hitting it with the metal bar, the starter is so bad that it won't even work. It's getting 12 volt from the battery. Battery's brand new. Battery's showing 12 volt. So we're gonna go and buy a new battery, and then we're gonna get a freeze plug and freeze plug up the block engine. And then hopefully it should start after that. But I'm pretty sure the no start issue is the freaking starter for sure. And then we found out for sure what's leaking. It wasn't the gasket. It was from this little freaking block heater. So yeah, easy fix. Until next time, we'll do another project on this guy. We're going to call it a night. So here is the freeze plug for the 3.4 motor. It's made by Dorman, part number 555025. Remove the driver tire, front tire, and then we have just enough room to get in here. And then what you want to use to help you plug that in is a 24 mil socket. A 24 mil socket goes right in it, and then we're going to use this to drive it in there. So hopefully it's good. We're also going to put some black RTV around it. All right, I've been pouring coolant, and so far no leaks. We're getting one step closer to getting this 3.4 motor running. The next thing we got to do is change out this freaking starter. But I'm going to go ahead and keep on hammering it and see if I can get it start down since we have the coolant filled up now. Okay, guys, there's the freeze plug for the block. We also put some black RTV around it, so hopefully that should seal it up. But let's go ahead and do a quick test. We'll go ahead and pour a little bit of coolant, and hopefully it doesn't leak. Got the 3.4 motor out, the 3.4 starter. It doesn't look like it's OEM. It looks like it's aftermarket. I went ahead and opened up this right here to check out the bushings. And the bushing, the plunger, it looked kind of okay. It didn't look too worn out. But we're going to go get it tested at AutoZone. And I'm hoping that it is the starter. I'm hoping that the starter is bad, so it's an easy fix. If the starter is good, then we have more electrical stuff to go find out. But here's Rusty's Red. This is from Rusty Red's, the 3.0 starters. We're going to take this in and get this tested too. So we'll see what happens. So AutoZone, they tested the 3.4 starter. It tested it to be passing. So I'm checking the starter fuse on the 3.4. So this is the starter fuse on the 3.4. I plugged into my truck. My truck started. So that means that this thing is working. They use the same thing. This is the original green truck. This is the one from 3.4. Same thing, part number. So that means that this is working. So that means that somehow there's not enough juice or something that's getting to the starter. So we're going to put the starter back in. We'll see what happened. Put the starter back in, and then we'll try to see if we can go ahead and troubleshoot it a little bit and see what happens. So keep you guys posted. Guys, it's running. 3.4 motor is running. I'll tell you guys what I did. We got to go check, make sure there's no leaks. Yes! 3.4 motor is officially running, man. It has a high idle because the throttle plates are really sticky, watch. So I gotta clean that up, or I gotta lube it up or something, but it's running good. There's a lot of exhaust leak. The whole exhaust system is like leaking little holes here and there. So it's really it was really smoking. But as far as the engine though, the engine sounds good. Exhaust is a bit loud because it's all like effed up. And I just gotta fix the throttle body here. We're gonna let the coolant system bleed out. We're gonna burp it out. But you can see right now it's idling really quiet now because it's at regular idle now. So we're at like 500-600 idle. We got the 3.4 starter motor running. We found out that the leak was the one of the freeze plug where the block heater goes in. It was like partially open. So whenever you pour coolant, it just drains out. We got a freeze plug, plugged it in. I took out the starter, had it AutoZone tested it. It's still good. Came back, installed everything, and then I was messing around the fuse box, and I ended up removing 2 of the fuses for the alarm system, and kaboom, it started. The first time when I bought it, I only removed 1 of the fuse. I'll show you guys right here. So this is the alarm system that they put on here, and there's 2 fuses. So the first time I removed this fuse, and I don't know how it started once that one time, but then after that it wouldn't start anymore. So I removed both of the fuse, and then kaboom, it started right away. It cranked for a little bit because, like I said, the pressure rails had to get all pressurized. But yeah, dude, this thing is running sweet. Let's go ahead and turn on the heater. Dude, this is freaking amazing, man. 3.4 motor, it sounds so quiet too. The motor is amazing. Oh, the heater's going up. Oh yeah, the idle goes up. Idle goes up when you put heat on. So the exhaust was leaking a little bit. It has a lot of hose in the exhaust system, so no big deal. That's all easy stuff. We don't really care about that, but we just care about the motor. But dude, this motor sounds so quiet. Look at that. No clicks, no ticks, or nothing. We're still bleeding out the coolant system. Bleed out the coolant system. And then yeah, dude, this thing is amazing. We're gonna do an oil change on it. And then we gotta lube up the throttle body. Throttle cable's here. You can see it's kind of sticky, watch. So it's really sticky, so we gotta lube that up. I did pressure wash it though. Pressure wash it the other day when I took all this off, so that might have caused it. So we'll go ahead and spread some lube on it. And then so far, dude, this thing is amazing. We'll go ahead and put the battery back on. We'll go ahead and put all these things back on. All these things has to go back on. And then we're gonna put the tires back on, and then we're gonna take it for a spin, man. So excited. So excited.